So what I'm going to do here is a full stud scan. So we have an R2, an Angus heifer in here, and I'm going to give it a full scan and put all that information into the laptop. So we start here, a little bit of oil, so I'm measuring the back, the P8, and then I'm just feeling that rib, making a mark there to take my measurements. So firstly we've put the tag number of this animal, it's a stud heifer, and we've pulled up her registration number, her date of birth is already in the system, and her 200-day weight. So what we're doing now is weight, so we've got her 600-day weight, and I'm just taking that measurement on the rump, and she's 12 mils on the back. Now I'm taking that rib fat measurement, and she's 8 mils on the front, on the rib. Now I'm measuring her IMF, so I'm looking into that muscle and reading her IMF measurement, and there she is, 7.2. She's a nice heifer. Now I'm going to put this prosthesis on the scanner so that I can look inside the animal and look at the eye muscle area. So there, I've got a nice picture, bang. And then I'm able to trace that and measure that in square centimetres. So now that is the last measurement we're doing, and then I can also grade the IMF and the EMA. So I'm just tracing that. There she goes there, 83. She's a beauty, and she is now good to go. So that is a full stud scan. We've got her 600-day weight, her tag number. We also have her EID number is automatically in the system, and then we've got the P8, her rump measurement, rib fat, and then we're measuring the deposition of intermuscular fat, IMF, and we've also measured her eye muscle area. So all that information can then go to the Breed Society and go back to Andrew and Anna in terms of making decisions about this animal and the progeny of this animal going. So the scanning for this animal, this particular stud animal, the value is in the verifiable evidence. So a lot of people are using genomics and they're using traditional methods of the measurement. So what scanning tool is the verifiable evidence that people are on the right track using different bloodlines. So what happens is the raw data goes off to the breed societies, is put in a very complex computer program system that can look at all the sons and daughters of a particular animal, and then that creates the EBVs, the estimated breeding value. So then people can make decisions about what traits they might be short of, or where they want to strengthen traits. They know the sort of animals that they can purchase to be able to do that. So the value for the stud farmers is to be able to create an expectation of an animal being worth more than another animal for carrying particular traits.
And what about the commercial?
For the commercial farmers, they're obviously supplying customer specific programs through the companies where there are premiums in place for cattle with the potential to be worth more than others. So with all the different programs and all the different customers, it's very hard to wash up. It's either a premium or a discount. So some commercial farmers that I'm scanning for that are supplying specific markets, one in particular, they have a $3 a kilogram discount on the 400k bullocks. So that's worth $1,200. We have to have a minimum IMF score of 5.5, and we can do that with some accuracy using this scanner. So there are two advantages for commercial people to be able to scan. The commercial scan is a fraction of the cost of a full stud scan, because I'm just doing the rib fat, weight, IMF, and then grading the IMF. So what we can do then for breeders is scan heifers and put them into different categories to go to different bulls, so we can measure those animals. They carry that data for life against the tag and also their mate identification, so that then becomes with them like a passport, and people can make decisions about what bulls they make those heifers to, and what bulls they're going to keep, and also heifers, what heifers they're going to keep, and they can add value in terms of getting a much better performance in terms of hit rate with the companies. So it's a stronger premium structure, and it's just a good tool to be able to add value to a beef enterprise. So they're the three main scans, doing all the stud cattle, bulls and heifers. Then the commercial scan of different classes of stock for specific market requirements, and then people commercially scanning their heifers so that they can increase their hit rates and just have better performing cattle. So that's it in a nutshell.
And so what's the best time to scan?
The best time to scan is when the animals are presenting themselves with a little bit of fat on the P8 and a little bit of cover on the rib. Heifers, there's no point in scanning empty heifers if you're not going to keep them. So once the pregnancy scanned, the commercial scanned heifers are normally in the autumn through to 18 to 20 months. You can scan cows, and normally after they've freshened up, after weaning is a good time to do lactating cattle, and then steers and bulls from R1s through to R2s. At any time they will present IMF if they've got the genetic package to do it. In terms of steers, between 4 and 500 k's. So, you know, if you're taking cattle through to 600 k's, probably in the last 6 months. So scanning could also be a tool to be able to see when those animals are going to be ready, so you can start to predict a kill profile when the animals are going to be at their best, and that's another great tool for the old scanning.